Baruch. Good morning, everyone. Good Tov. We're in Siman Rish Samach Gimel, Seif Tet. So one thing just from yesterday is that when you light Shabbat candles, you do not need to turn off the lights in your house and then light the Shabbat candles, because you are having light from your electricity. And we said that the main purpose of the candles is for Onek Shabbat, that you should see at the meal. But you could say, well, if I have electricity on, then it's like maybe a bracha levatala. What am I adding with this light? Maybe I should turn off the lights, but no, we have to have actual candles, so you need to make the bracha on the actual candles. So even if the light is on, then you're okay. You don't need to turn the lights off when you light Shabbat candles. Seif Tet tells us a situation. If a person, let's say, is eating in his backyard or is eating in the front yard, but he lit his candles indoors. So says the Shulchan Aruch that the candles have to stay on to the point that when you come back inside your house, you're going to benefit from the candles on Shabbat. If not, he says it's a bracha levatala. Meaning you have to benefit from the candles on Shabbat, and if you're going to be away from your candles, then that's not a good thing. So number one is we see that ideally the place to light your candles is where you're eating. Where you're sleeping and where you're eating that's the best place. Meaning you're at home and you're lighting the candles in a place where you could see them from where you're eating. That's your ideal place. But if, let's say, you are, we're going to talk about other cases. If you're not eating at home, etc., we'll get there. Another situation is, let's say you are eating at home and you light your candles. And let's say you're having an early Shabbat. Ideally, your candles should last into the night. Shulchan Aruch does say that over here as well. And therefore, it should last into the actual nighttime. If it doesn't, but you ate with the candles in your early Shabbat meal, but it didn't last till the nighttime itself, it's still okay. It's not considered a bracha levatala, and you could light in that case even the chatchila, knowing that it's going to go out. Try to get candles, and again, ideally it's with olive oil, and then it's going to last longer, that it should go into the night. But if you're going to be eating with the candles, then that already suffices. In addition, let's say for it's right before Shabbat, and a woman's supposed to light, and then let's say her water breaks, she has to now rush to the hospital. So in that situation, let's say she said, well, I have to light Shabbat candles. So let's say, wants to light Shabbat candles at home, or let's say she wants to light Shabbat candles at home, but she knows no one's going to be at home. Say her and her husband are going to the hospital, and they're not going to be home the rest of the Shabbat. So in that case, no one's going to benefit from the candles of Shabbat. Then she should light, but without a bracha, because she's lighting, but she needs to light, but no one's going to be benefiting from the candles. So that would be that type of situation. Or let's say she's at the hospital, just an example, and they don't really allow lighting candles. So they say, well, light your candle, but we're going to have to take it off right away. Light it and take it out, or we'll take it out, or whatever. If, let's say, it's too short of a time that it won't even go into Shabbat and you won't be able to benefit from it, then there again she lights, but without a bracha. Last point is, let's say a person is going to a guest for Shabbat. So where does he light? What does he do? So if he's going to someone else's house for Shabbat, but he's coming home to sleep, so you light where you're going to be sleeping. So you light it at home before you go to the person's house, but make sure to keep that there's enough oil so that when you return home, the lights will be on. The candles will be still on. If, let's say, it's not going to work out like that, the length of the candle that you got, whatever, it's not going to work out like that, or it's really long meals and you're going to get home and the candles are not going to be on, so then light where you're going to be eating. Rav Ovadia Yosef has an interesting way how to work it out, and he says that when you're lighting for your Shabbat candles, and let's say you're going to someone else's house for Shabbat, so put on the electricity, then light your Shabbat candles, and have in mind the electricity as well, so when you come home, you're still going to use your electricity Shabbat day at some point, even whenever you get home, the electricity you're going to be using, so you can fulfill it that way. But ideally is, if you're not going to be able to benefit from the actual candles, then to light where you're going to be eating. Okay, that's that for today. Mincha tonight at 4:40, Zoom shiur at 3:30, and Haftarah shiur hopefully next week, B'ezrat Hashem. Something came up, so B'ezrat Hashem next week. Okay, that's that. Have a good day, everyone. Tana D'Eliyahu.